10 years ago, Christina Mackey's stepdad, Rick, passed away rather abruptly. Christine was just wondering whether Rick may have a message for her. Well, let's ask him, shall we, and see what that might be. We'll draw the two worlds together, shall we, and we'll do it with these mediumship cards here. Each card has a pre-written message on it, and as we shuffle the cards, we don't manipulate them. We allow Rick to manipulate them for us and put them in position. And as we shuffle them, we just simply say, Spirit of Rick, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Rick, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Rick, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Rick, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Rick, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Rick, through these cards and move among us. Blessed be to Rick and all absent friends. And we just cut the deck there. Where the deck splits, as you can see, is where the cards are at their most energetic, where Rick has left his message. Just there, look. So we'll just place those down. Just move them slightly to the side here, not too far away, just so you can see them. And first of all, we welcome you to our sitting, Mick. Rick. You say Mick? Rick. We welcome you to our sitting. Christine has told us that your passing was rather abrupt 10 years ago. So I wonder if you could share with us your message that you've placed with these cards for us, for Christine. We'll take the top card off for you there, Rick, and you can share with us what you'd like to say. Not necessarily word for word, though. These cards, of course, of them having pre-written messages on them, or sentences, as you could say, and statements. We have to sort of, I suppose, imagine to some degree what he would say in his own words. But this is the sort of thing he'd say. And the first card, I mean, that might be word for word, you don't know, but this is the first one here. Let's just flip it over nice and slow, not to disturb the energy. And he's just wanting you to know there, Christine, that he was met by so many loving people. I was met by so many loving people, Christine. I want you just to know that. I'll just move them slightly to the side there, and then we've just got a bit more room for you. I was met, note how he's saying I was met by so many loving people, Christine, when I went 10 years ago. So there was a welcoming committee, as you could say, couldn't you, really? I want to just move on to the next card, actually, because I think that really says it all, doesn't it? Let's just see what this one has to say. There you go, that one. And he's just saying, yes, I was met by lots of loving people, Christine, and although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. That's the sort of, I suppose, everything works together for those who love God. Probably you might have said that. That's the sort of thing he's saying there, in the sense that, yes, it happened rather abruptly, Christine, and there was a welcoming committee for me. I was met by so many loving people, and I just want you to know that although you might not understand it, although it doesn't make much sense to you, it will do. It happens for a reason. Regardless of how stupid things sometimes appear, there is a reason for it. That's the sort of thing he seems to be saying here. I want to just pull I normally pull 3 cards, so you got like a bit of a beginning, middle and end to the message, haven't you? If you get what I mean. Let's just pull this one here. That one there, that's a love art type thing, and on a tree, isn't he? And he's just saying that, Christine, I wish I'd told you more often how much I love you. I really do. That's what we got, that really, he says I really do, that isn't there? I just sort of sense he's saying I really do. It was too abrupt. The passing was too abrupt, wasn't it? It was too quick. All of it just sudden like that. But these things come in a twinkling of an eye, in the twinkling of an eye, when we're not ready for it. Okay, although you might not understand it now, it does work together for a reason. Okay, it might have been abrupt. I got a feeling as though he's saying it might have been abrupt, but the fact that I was met by so many loving people, Christine, that takes my wanting to remain with you, or whatever. That takes the sort of the hurt away, I suppose, of wanting to be with you and not be, or not. That's what wanting to be, the hurt of not being able to be with you there in the physical. I just want you to know that these loving people are here. I'm with them, and you will be with them in your time when your time comes. And although it seems very unfair, I know it does sound very unfair, Christine, but it will turn out okay in the wash. I suppose that's what you could call that card, isn't it? That says, although you don't understand it now, everything works together for a reason. I suppose you could say that's the it'll come out in the wash card, like the 2 jigsaw pieces there being trying to put together a puzzle there. It's a bit like this puzzle that I've got here, that is, isn't it? Where you sort of all the bits that appear to be you just can't do anything with them, but all of a sudden you just give it a bit of a wiggle and it all sort of falls apart. I don't know, Rick, if you were a puzzle type person, but it just all comes apart like that, doesn't it? A bit like that jigsaw puzzle there, and of course that may be, I suppose, really the sort of the mystery behind it not sort of making any sense, really. Yeah, that's and it just falling apart into pieces, like I suppose we all do, don't we? And although we can take a look at these all these pieces that are all over the place and don't make any sense, and we can sort of find it rather hard, rather difficult to try and put back together, although we'll look at it for as much as we can. Once we know, in the sense of, although we don't understand the puzzle now, as you could say, although we don't understand it now, Christine, everything happens for a reason. As he's saying there, and you can just then, instead of trying to put this bit there and another bit there and try and faff around with it, muck about with it, you just end up finding yourself just getting, I don't know, just grab a few pieces here, and you can, and just with a bit of messing about there, you can end up just putting everything back how it came before you sort of abruptly took it apart there. Just the right moves and the right positions there and whatever, and it's all back together as if nothing had happened to it. And I suppose that's a bit like life, isn't it? I suppose that's what Rick's trying to say, really, with the jigsaw puzzle. Although it's a bit of a puzzle to you, and you're finding it hard to put all the pieces together, putting yourself together, I suppose, to some degree. But he's saying, I don't want you to put yourself together, Christine. I just want you to I don't want you to get over it. I just want you to learn to cope. Even if you can't put all those pieces back in the right place, I don't expect you to. But I do wish I told you. I do wish I told you I loved you. I wish I told you a bit more often I loved you. I feel he's regretting that. Maybe, I suppose, with him being your stepdad as well, he didn't feel as though he was related to you in the flesh. So maybe he didn't feel as duty bound. Maybe, I don't know. But nevertheless, I did love you, Christine. He's saying I did love you, and I do love you. I did love you then, and I still love you now. And I was met by so many loving people at this end. There was a welcoming committee for me here, and I was met by so many loving people here. I know what love is, Christine, and that's probably why. That's what he's saying, and that's why, Christine, that I do wish I'd told you more often I love you, because I was met by the loving people that who loved me unconditionally, regardless of. And but don't worry. It might be a bit of a puzzle. It might be a bit of a mystery now. You might not understand it now, but things will. There is a reason for all this. There is a reason. Don't know what it is probably, but there is a reason for all this. I'll let you know that. That's all he's saying. I don't know what the reason is, by the way. But there we go. Well, I somehow feel now as though another card wants to come out, or should I say, as though Rick just wants to say something else. I'll just get the two or three. I don't two certainly. We're going to pull out two more cards, I think, just to see. He wants to say two more things to you there, Christina. I just sense two, or either number two or whatever. And he's just saying, look, I suppose this falls in a similar way, the theme of it, doesn't it? He's just saying, I'm learning over here, Christine. And in a sense, everything happens for a reason. I do wish I'd told you more often I love you. But I'm learning now. I'm learning my lesson, Christine. I'm learning my lesson that because of those loving people, who I was met by those loving people who didn't have to meet me in the way they did, but they just did, because I'm in love, Christine. I'm bathed in love. I'm bathed in their love. I'm bathed in your love. I wish I'd told you more often I loved you when I was like on the earth plane, Christine. But I'm learning now. I'm learning over here, Christine. I'm learning my lesson. We all have our regrets, but I'm learning the lesson. We're all learning now, aren't we? And I got this card here. Let's just see what that one is. Let's see if that shows anything that could mean anything to you there, Christine. He's just saying, I'm standing right next to you. Isn't that nice there? He's just saying. So basically, in brief, I suppose we could just in brief. He's just said, I was met by so many loving people, Christine. Although you don't understand it now, everything works together for a reason. Everything works together for good. And of course, yes, I wish I'd told you more often how much I love you. Because you know I do love you. I don't know. I just wish I'd told you more often. I do have many regrets, Christine. But I'm learning. I'm learning my lesson. It's okay, Christine. I'm learning my lesson, and I just want you to know that I'm standing right next to you. So if you want to say anything or tell me off, you do it. I'm here, right here, standing right next to you. I feel another card coming out. I don't know, I said 2, didn't I? Here with the 3, but I feel another. He wants to just say something else. You're pretty talkative, you are, aren't you, Rick? He's just, like I say, it's like as if he just wants to, I think, I don't know, what's this, about more again, the earth is our school. I just want you to know that one, Christine, that I'm learning over here. I'm standing right next to you. The earth is our school. Just like I wish I was standing there in the flesh. Wish I could tell you I love you in the flesh, but I'm telling you I love you now. I was met by loving people, and I want to tell you that I love you. I'm standing right next to you, so I'm basically telling you all the time because I'm always here. Yes, okay. I'm learning over here. I'm learning my lesson. It's coming through to me, and I want you to learn as well. The earth is our school. Whilst I was on the earth plane, I've learnt my lesson there as well. I want you to learn your lesson too, as well there, Christine. And that's really, that seems to be that, doesn't it, to see. But like I say, I'm standing right next to you. I want another card. I don't know why. I'm being greedy, aren't I? Rick? I wouldn't say shut up then. But Rick, if there's something else you want to say to Christine, you say it. I just feel another card. He's just saying the earth is our school, and he's just saying can you see that there? He's just saying, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, Christine. The earth is our school. Don't be afraid. Don't you worry there. Don't. There's nothing to fear. It's me. It is me, and just to prove it's me, I'm going to put on the card. I just sort of like heard a voice saying that, but I just sort of like felt, just to prove it's me, the next card will say it's not your fault. I got a feeling, Christine, you're blaming yourself, and I think that's what it is, isn't it? Just to prove it's me, as I didn't hear him say, but you know what I mean. It's sort of like sort of in the mind's ear, as you can say. You know, you have the mind's eye. Well, this is the mind's ear, and it's like that, isn't it? Where you can sort of do that, and it was just saying, it's not your fault, Christine. It was abrupt. My passing was abrupt. I know. But it's not your fault. I'm standing right next to you, remember. The earth is our school. I'm standing right next to you. I'm learning over here. I'm not alone on the earth, but I'm learning over here. Yes, okay. I'm learning, and I know that I should have told you more often I love you. And everything is a bloody mystery, I know. Everything is a mystery. Sometimes things don't make sense. But I don't expect you. Don't be afraid, Christine. I don't expect you to understand it. I don't expect you to try and get over it or pull yourself together or anything. You just try and cope. There's a good girl. He's saying there's a good girl, Christine, or there's a good girl. I don't know if that's something he said, but I just sort of heard that, sort of like in my head, like in mind's ear again, you know. So I'm saying goodbye. I want to say goodbye now, Christine. For now, he wants to say, I want to say goodbye for now, Christine. But I'm standing right next to you. That's what he said, isn't it? I'm standing right next to you. So he might not be as far away as you think. But just for now, in this message, this conversation, as you would say, we're having there, what we'll do, we'll grab his cards. That was nice, wasn't it? As always seems to put seems to be the case, frank to the point, but nevertheless informative, reassuring, I suppose. I don't know about the sense of humour, but certainly, I think he was a bit. He was having more like a serious chat with you, really, more than a laugh. Because sometimes they come through and they act like a good laugh, don't they? They like usually taking the mickey out of me mainly. I don't know why. I don't know if it's something I've done. But anyway, less about me, more about Rec. I keep calling you Mech. I don't know why. It's the better. It's better than beginning. Rec. But laughing and joking apart there, Rec, it's been great talking to you. Been great having this conversation with you, and I'm sure that Christine is more than pleased to just hear from you there. And for now, we'll grab the rest of the cards, if you don't mind now, Rec. Nearly started to go. And we'll just place them on top. Before we do, we just remember just how you were met by loving people there, Rec. I just want us all to know now that love is the law. Love is the bond. Merry did we meet, merry do we part. And Rec, merry may we meet again. And we just place the cards on top there and lay back to rest in the Summerlands with all those loving people. And for now, blessed be to Rec and all absent friends.